this is Dumont, and right here with me is original Generation 1 Zartan, courtesy of, once again, my sister's boyfriend, who sent this to me as a very awesome sauce gift. I'm going to have to do a ton of push-ups to earn this toy. He puts the mask on and turns into Jesus. How could you not like this figure? Now, this toy has a lot of sentimental value to me, as well as nostalgia, because it is the first and last G.I. Joe figure that my dad bought for me back when I was a kid. I remember walking into the toy store with him, and he said, pretty much, which toy do you want? And I picked out Zartan, this guy right here. Now, this is not that original toy. That one got lost long ago. It actually got stolen. This one here, like I mentioned before, was sent to me by my sister's boyfriend. So that creates new memories. You know, this is like history in the making for my life. And that also is very, very awesome. I never thought that I was going to get to see or own this figure again. Now, this figure comes with file card and a mask that you can see that he's holding up right there, as well as a laser pistol right here, and a backpack that you can see right here. What I really like about this backpack design is that it looks like a miniature coffin, and you know, even with the actual like handle thing going on right there, very coffin-esque design. And once you open the backpack, it's very difficult to see, but you could store the mask inside. It has a space for that, and it also has like this makeup type stuff going on in there, so that's very, very cool. And if you position his gun just right, it'll actually store inside the backpack. The only thing is you could only store the mask or the gun. I'm pretty sure that you cannot store them both at the same time, so you have to choose one or the other. But still, that was an excellent feature. The main feature of this toy is that it came with a gimmick, and that gimmick is his ability to change color in sunlight. He turns into a greenish, bluish type color. Now, there is one problem with it, is he can only do it a certain number of times. It's not infinite. Because of that, I have heard of some people that were, you know, not happy that they ended up with like a blue looking Zartan, and I can understand with the whole being a master of disguise, that's not going to work too well if you have blue skin. You know, you're going to stand out like a sore thumb. Now let me go into the details on the figure himself. What I like about him is Zartan is, as you know, is a master of disguise. That basically makes him a spy, a double agent. And what's so cool about that is he's so different looking from the rest of the G.I. Joe figures out there. Because he's a covert agent, a secret agent, basically look at how light his arsenal is. Basically, he has a backpack, and he has this relatively small laser gun, and that's it. You know, he does have a knife over here on his boot, but you know, very, very light on accessories, and it makes sense, you know. On the other hand, he, I guess his headquarters is in the swamp, or that's where he likes to operate a lot. He's wearing these boots, and that, once again, makes sense with the whole swamp thing. You know, you don't want to be wearing type of shoes that are going to get really muddy or really wet really badly, so he has these nice boots on there. He has the pants, and these panels right here are to protect him from the sun, basically, because his character is supposed to be allergic to the sun. To me, that is very like vampire-esque. So that's another thing that I liked about this character, is he's very dark. You know, he does look like a bad guy, and I love the hood that he wears, and even, you know, the makeup on his eyes and stuff. He looks like he could be a superhero, a vigilante, you know, something like that. So once again, he's very unique looking, and yet because of the black and the dark purple outfit, he does look evil in some ways. So that's once again another brilliant feature of this guy. I love how his backpack is shaped like a coffin, a casket. And then when you take off, this armor is removable up here, and when you do remove it, he's not huge, but you could tell the guy is ripped. The guy is in great shape. That is awesome. And then when you read his file card, it mentions that he's an acrobatic contortionist and a practitioner of several mystic martial arts. How cool is that? And his body does show that. It backs it up. So once again, it makes a whole lot of sense. Now, right here, it also says that this guy is a ventriloquist, a linguist of over 20 languages and dialects, and of course, a makeup and master of disguise. So very cool. And I love how there's so much of him that's unknown. It says file name unknown, alias is too numerous to list, birthplace unknown. Now let me talk a little bit about his character. This guy is supposed to have like multiple personality disorder. I think he's also supposed to be schizophrenic, basically psychotic, you know. And I think that goes along with his whole being master of disguise type thing. The fact that he's the leader of the Dreadnoks, and the Dreadnoks are very wild, crazy looking punks. That's what they look like. I can just imagine when he's hanging around with those guys, he'll go into like, let's say a Shakespeare, like a Hamlet type character. And also because he probably goes into some very, very deep undercover missions, you know, and I can imagine the pressure, the job that he has where he's a master of disguise. It seems like a lot of the missions that he does do, that they are extremely important in the war between G.I. Joe and Cobra. So he seems to play a very important role. He's not, you know, doing small jobs, in other words. So because of that, you know, I can just imagine the amount of stress that's going to go onto this guy.